for broken hearts. I'm the announcer, Denny Cristales, and this is your host, Jenn Lucas.
Hello, what's up, everyone? I hope you're all ready for another amazing episode of Late Night Long Beach. I know I am. I know Denny is.
Let's go for it.
So let's go ahead and kick it off talking about NASA. The company has discovered 72 space rocks near Earth's orbit that could cause some major damage. And when asked how they would stop any of these asteroids, NASA replied, "We'll do what all great Americans do, blow them up."
Blow them up, give them a beer, and feed them to democracy. It's America.
Pew, pew.
Bang, 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 America.
England is now the proud home of the first museum dedicated entirely to poop. Public interest hasn't been as large as anticipated, unfortunately. So now they're rebranding themselves as a $20 bathroom free for senior citizens on Sundays.
Yeah, that smells a lot like constipation, I think.
I know, it sounds like a stanky job.
Oh, gross.
How do you explain that one to your family?
You don't.
Recently, the Pope has gone on to say that the internet is a gift from God. He likes it so much that he is now accepting prayers via email. You can reach him at number1jesusfan@aol.com.
Oh boy, that's a lot of sinning.
It is a lot of sinning. We're gonna have to send some emails to him.
Yeah.
A very ambitious goat in California decided to wander away from his home and into a Starbucks. So it's cute when a goat wanders aimlessly into a Starbucks and chews on a box, but when I do it, I'm causing a public disturbance and addicted to caffeine, Jen.
Yeah, man, if that goat drinks goat milk, is that cannibalism?
I don't know if a human drinks human milk. It's beautiful, right? So it's not cannibalism that way. So no, that's my answer.
No.
Students of Columbia College recently protested for the removal of a statue from their campus deemed to be too ugly. Reporters later found that students were actually just angry at the title, "Yo Mama."
That's one ugly mama.
In technology news, researchers in Japan have built a software that can actually predict your life expectancy. However, the terms and conditions of the program require you to email this program to 9 other people in 10 seconds or you'll die within 3 days. Do you remember those chain emails?
Yes, I do. I'm still
MySpace?
waiting to die.
You never sent them?
No, I haven't
I
died
would
yet.
always send them. Oh my gosh, like on MySpace bulletins.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Old school days.
We have an amazing show for you all tonight. We have the CSULB Sailing Association and later Spare Parts for Broken Hearts performing for us. But for now, let's cut to our On the Street, or rather on the Beach segment featuring our correspondent, Rebecca Komathy.
Ahoy, mateys! Rebecca Komathy here at the Leeway Sailing Center in order to learn how to become a sailor with the help of the CSULB Sailing Association, of course. In this segment, we have 3 parts from learning how to become a sailor from start to finish. I have Kelly here, and we're going to be asking a couple of questions today. So I'm going to give you a word. Just give me your definition, and then I'll give them my definition. You ready? So for the first one, it's going to be poop.
The poop is a small deck at the stern of the boat.
You know, I bet you whoever has to clean that up is pretty like a crappy job. You know, whoever has to clean that up. Bumpkin.
Bumpkin, it's like a mast that sticks out the back of the boat.
Huh. So have you ever like hit it? Do you ever say I'm smashing bumpkins?
You could.
Give me the definition for gangway, please.
Gangway is just like a pathway that connects, for example, the dock to a boat. For example, right over there.
That's pretty awesome. I kind of grew up in South LA, so I had a different definition of gangway. So yeah, could you give me the definition for hard and fast?
Yeah, hard and fast is when you pull all of the lines in on the boat and make your sail look nice and smooth, and then you go really fast.
Well, I didn't know the definition of that, but it sounded kind of like my Saturday night. For the next segment, it's called Can You Knot? Here, Kelly's going to show us how to do a basic knot called the figure 8.
Okay, so you're gonna take your rope, you're gonna make a twist with the tail in the back. And then you're gonna wrap it around the front. You're doing good. And then you just stick it through the hole.
Oh, of course
and pull it tight.
And you go. Is this right?
No.
For the most advanced knot while I'm hanging by a thread, Sierra here is going to show us the bowline knot.
Okay, so first we make a tiny loop.
Okay.
Then we make a big loop.
Ooh, this.
You take the end of the big loop and put it through the small one.
Oh.
Go around the back and back to the loop. And then you pull.
Ooh, of course.
And you're finished.
So, Sierra, I'm just going to ask, did I do this right?
I'm afraid not.
No, I'll never be a real sailor. All right, so for our final segment, Kyle here is going to show us and tell us a little something about boat safety. So, Kyle, is this appropriate? Am I allowed to go on the boat? Am I prepared for what the sea is going to give me?
You know, you can go on, but that's not quite safe.
No, why would it not be safe? It's a pizza. Pizza saves lives.
Well, think of it if you fell in the water, you know. Grab it and go like that.
Well, yeah, not gonna work.
No, and if that pops,
Uh-huh.
now you don't have anything to keep you safe.
That's so true. So, Kyle, what would be the best way, safety-wise, to be on a boat?
Absolutely, it's going to be a life jacket.
Life jacket.
These are life jackets that actually the Department of Boating and Waterways bought for the club. They are the lifeblood of our organization. They buy us many, many things for safety.
Keep paying your taxes, people. Keep paying your taxes.
So, these are nice. They have a little snap-on bottom.
Ooh, okay.
And then the zipper.
So, Kyle, do these come in different colors? Just
Yeah,
asking.
you can get them in any sorts of colors
Any
you
sort of
want.
color you want. That's pretty awesome. And another question, Kyle. If you were a pirate, what would your name be? Just saying, if we're gonna be safe and we're gonna keep, away from pirates, if you got taken aboard and you had to pretend to be a pirate, what would your name be?
Oh, I would definitely be Captain Graybeard.
Captain Graybeard? Whoa, that's pretty awesome. I think it'd be Captain No Beard. Well, thank you very much, Kyle, and thank you to everyone here at the Leeway Sailing Center and the CSULB Sailing Association. We had a lovely time.
Not a problem, and don't forget, any Cal State Long Beach student is welcome to come down 2 o'clock on Saturdays and sail with us.
That's pretty awesome. Well, even though I'm having fun over here, it's time to go back to the studio with you, Jen.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. So I recently started updating my Twitter account and followed both the Pope and Kanye West. However, sometimes I get their tweets mixed up, so do you think you all could help Denny and I try to figure some of them out? Yeah? Yeah? Perfect, well then let's go ahead and get started. I'll do the first one. Don't hide from the truth, for it is only the light. Do we think it's the Pope or Kanye?
Well, it turns out it's actually Kanye West. Quite a character. Here's the next quote. I stand with the utmost humility. We are so blessed. All praises and blessings to the families of people who never gave up on dreams. Well, you would think it's the Pope, but it's actually Kanye West.
Nice, okay. How about this one? Dear young people, do not give up on your dreams of a more just world. Yeezy or the Pope? What do we think? What do we think? Yeah, it is actually the Pope. That would make sense.
That's a pretty funny one, oh dear. But here's another one. A wise man should be humble enough to admit when he's wrong and change his mind based on new information. Who knows? Well, all we know is that Kanye West said it. There it is, everybody.
Nice, another Kanye. He's everywhere. All right, can everyone figure this one out? We continue to tolerate some considering themselves more worthy than others. Kanye or the Pope? It's the Pope.
Oh boy. All right, well, let's see if you can figure this one out, everybody. I care about people. I care about our future. I care about truth. Well, we all know Kanye West cares about the truth. There it is. Oh boy.
Oh boy, okay, and here is the last one. The tweet is, I'm not a rapper. Kanye or the Pope?
Well, the Pope's not a rapper, but apparently Kanye West isn't a rapper either, everybody. There it is.
But I feel like the Pope could maybe spit some good rhymes.
He's got some good
Yeah,
rhymes.
some
in it, yes.
experience. All right, well, that's about all that we have for today, everyone. So thanks for helping us out with our desk segment. That was fun. Our guests tonight are members of the CSULB Sailing Association, so please give it up for Tim Gallagher, Kelly Schwartz, and Brooke Pence. Hi, Tim. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, hello. I love your necklace. Hi. Oh, thank you all so much for being here tonight. We're so excited to have you. So, how long have all of you been sailing?
Well, I've started about a year and a half ago, and started as a freshman and done ever since.
As a freshman, and you're a second year now then?
Yeah, second year.
Okay, nice. How about you?
I'm a freshman now, and this is my second semester sailing.
Yeah, same. Second semester sailing.
Yeah, did you instantly fall in love with it, or was it kind of hard at first? Kind of a struggle?
It was interesting at first, but like you love it anyways, yeah.
Yeah, have you always liked going out on the water too? Have you always liked the ocean?
No.
Yeah, no, interesting,
I
okay.
do not like the ocean, and I don't like the sand.
Well, that works. What is, in that case, what's the scariest experience you've ever had while sailing? Have you had any yet?
For us, we were actually together on a boat one time, and it was really stormy, or it wasn't too stormy out, but it was just really windy and stuff. And we're pretty light for the boat that we were on, and we were racing. It was in a beginner class. We were practicing racing, and we would just almost tip over all the time. We got so scared, and we had to get a bigger guy to come out and get on the boat with us so it'd stay down because we were screaming. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, because it was about to tip.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Where do you normally go? Like what ocean area?
During spring break.
Yeah, there's a Catalina trip we do in spring break.
Okay.
It's like a 4-day trip, yeah.
So you go to Catalina. I love Catalina. I go every summer. I love it there so much. Nice. And do you go from Long Beach when you're going out there?
But it's about a 12-hour sail.
A 12-hour sail.
Yeah, different than the Express if you take that.
Yeah, different from the Express. I always take the Express, especially because it's free on your birthday.
That's right.
Just saying, round trip for free, I know. What is the coolest experience and like the most memorable one you've ever had sailing so far?
So there's two actually. There was one I was sailing on a laser, which is a small one-man boat, and it was pretty dead out. There was really no one out in the bay except myself. And the lasers are pretty fast boats. They kind of kick up a wake. And I had two dolphins come up behind me, swimming around next to it. And then and the other one I had was it was also on lasers, but we were doing the Weasel Cup, which is our kind of fun regatta where we're just messing around. And everyone's on their own boat, and we're doing like a scavenger hunt throughout the bay. So there's different places we have to go to. So we had these papers in our hands. We were trying to hold the tiller, and it was just complete madness. We were all going at each other and hitting each other and all stuff.
Nice. And now you're talking about it afterwards, and I'm sure you're like too soon for a lot of things.
Oh yeah, it is.
But looking back on it now, it sounds like a really amazing experience, huh? So what makes you love sailing so much?
I think what makes me love sailing so much is that it actually forces me to leave my phone somewhere and not be on it. I get me time out on the water, no distractions, and it's really fun.
That's great. I love that. Yeah, it's because it's not even like if you take your phone out there, you probably won't really have any service too, huh?
And you'll drop it.
And you'll drop it in the water. I know. I would definitely break my phone immediately. How can students get involved in the CSULB Sailing Association here?
Well, there's a few ways you can do it. There's 2 kinesiology classes that are offered on Fridays.
On Fridays, so it might be kind of tough to get people here, unless they're dedicated.
Well, yeah, so I mean, you can take the bus down to the sailing center. Yeah. And then Saturday and Sunday is also a class for beginners. Otherwise, if you just want to come out and check it out, 2 p.m. every Saturday we always have group sail.
2 p.m. every Saturday. Awesome.
At Leeway Sailing Center.
At Leeway Sailing Center. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight and hanging out with us. It was really nice talking to you. And when we come back, we'll be playing a little game called Like a Sailor. But first, please welcome to the stage Spare Parts for Broken Hearts.
If you wanted, I would be there. I'd follow you there. If you wanted, I was searching for the one who pulled me under, made me wonder.
Wasn't that fantastic? Let's hear it again for Spare Parts for Broken Hearts, everyone. Now it's time for our game of the evening, Like a Sailor. But before we start, we'll go ahead and have Denny explain the rules.
All right, yeah, so these are the rules. 2 teams, Jenn and Kelly, and Tim and Brooke will take turns and be given a word. The team then has to determine if the word is a swear or if it's just a word that sounds like a curse word. If the team gets it right, they get a point. The team with the most points after 5 rounds will win. Now, is everybody ready? Yeah. All right. All right, there it is. Let's get it started. So the first work is for Tim and Brooke, and it's called fartlek.
Fartlek. Oh, fartlek.
Yeah. Go move that fartlek over there.
I think that one sounds better.
So it's a thing.
I think it's a sailor.
Yeah. Maybe a sailor term?
A sailor term? Well, it's actually a swear word. It's a definition for a form of athletic training popular in Sweden, actually. Sweden, that's a far place, ain't it? All right then, fartlick, there it is.
There it is. Now we know.
Now we know, fartlick. So this is for Jenn and Kelly now. The next word for Jenn and Kelly is coccydynia.
Coccydynia. Okay. I don't know how that could be a curse word. I feel like it's too long to be a curse word.
I think it's definitely a real word.
A real word? Okay, yeah. We're gonna say sailor term.
Sailor term.
Sailor term.
Okay. Well, it's actually a real swear word. Yeah. It's usually defined as a pain in the butt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're being a coccydynia.
Oh, that's such a coccydynia. Yeah, you know, something like that. All right, so here's the next word. The next word is cacafuego.
Fuego means fire, right? Whatever you say, I'll go with.
It could be a sailor.
I think, well, since none of them else have been a sailor term, maybe that's like a
Yeah, we'll
swear
go with
word.
that one, yeah.
Sailor term?
Yeah, sailor term.
Why not?
Well, the streak continues. It's a swear word. Yep. It's a curse word that literally means poo fire in Spanish.
Wow. Okay.
Cacafuego, you know, yeah, it kind of connects, right? You know.
Where are you getting these from, Denny?
Oh, where do I come up with this stuff? All right, so the next word here is haboob.
Haboob.
What do you think?
Sailing's full of weird terms, so I'm gonna say it's a sailing term.
A sailing term?
Yeah.
You guys love them sailing terms because you are correct.
Yay!
It's a word that just sounds like a curse word. It literally means a dry wind.
Ooh, I love that. Ah, that's mine now.
Ah, yeah, I do love those haboobs.
Oh, I hate this haboob.
Haboobs. All right, guys, Tim and Brooke, you guys are going to get the final word, and it's this one right here, hump and scrump.
Hump and scrump. I'm picturing some kind of, like, cleaning a boat, you're hump and scrumping like that.
Me too.
You think so?
Okay, yeah, that could make sense.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go with sailor term.
Sailor term for the last one, hump and scrump. It is not a curse word. Hump and scrump means a poorly made instrument. Who would have guessed hump and scrump?
Who would have?
Well, with all the haboobs and all the cacafuegos, that leaves one winner. And the winner is no one. You guys both tied. Look at that. Ooh. Records here tonight at Late Night Long
Nice,
Beach.
nice. Okay, well, that's about it for our game tonight then. Can we all give it up for our fabulous contestants? And for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Spare Parts for Broken Hearts.
Move closer, speak slowly so you're softer when we collide. Unsteady hand holding mine, not ready at all this time. Look closer, read all the signs. Just let me be between the lines. I could really show you something. I could be your one and only. I can make a sinner always want to believe. But if you're gonna die, would you do it for me? So heavy, I don't know how. Ships burning, sail sea somehow. And I'll call to you, and you'll come for me. 10,000 Everything that's yours is mine. And I will take it all this time. And I could really show you something lost. I could be your one and only. I could make a sinner always want to believe. But if you're gonna die, would you do it for me? Philosophy.
Well, that's about all the time we have for tonight, 49ers, but be sure to check out Spare Parts for Broken Hearts on their SoundCloud.
Yeah, and check out the Cal State Long Beach Sailing Association every Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Leeway Sailing Center. But for now, we'll see you next time on Late Night Long Beach. All right.